I am low-key so upset because I totally forgot to talk about this on the podcast with Jerry. So it just sucked. I freaking forgot to bring this up. But this was interesting news. So apparently Bob Iger and Kevin Feige, I'm not going to say like their relationship, I don't think is on the rocks, their work relationship. But I do think that they are disagreeing on some of the X-Men stuff. So apparently Kevin Feige wants a grounded X-Men story with the plot that focuses on the social issues and the disagreements. And those disagreements are about what it means to be a mutant. And it will be a powerful and dramatic movie that showed what the X-Men were all about and with the Brotherhood of Mutants as the villains. But that's not what Bob Iger and Disney want. Now, because they are very aware of the poor performances of more restrained movies like Captain America Brave New World and the Thunderbolts isn't doing the greatest in the box office either, they want the X-Men script to be focused on a great event movie to bring the audience to theaters. Now, this is an interesting, this is an interesting problem, I guess, to have. Because I do think both ideas are both a win. But the question is, for Bob Iger that I have is, what kind of event are we talking about? Because I don't want you to do an Avengers versus X-Men type of scenario for the first freaking movie, which I doubt is going to happen because we're probably going to see the Avengers and Doomsday face off against the X-Men. We can't run the Phoenix story again. They've already ran that twice and it didn't work twice. And obviously there's other X-Men events that you could do, but like I do like the idea of having a grounded story where we get to see the X-Men go against the Brotherhood, which could also give us a nice, deep dive into the relationship of Professor X and Magneto, but with the new two guys that we have playing those roles. So I think that we need a mix of both, though. I think we need a mix of a grounded story, and if not grounded, just a good story where we can see the mutants being mistreated, and we can see the Brotherhood of Mutants as well being the bad guys if that's what they want. And you also can use an event type of story. It doesn't have to be with the Avengers in it or any of the other characters. The X-Men have so many event stories that you could pull from. I mean, like you could do freaking House of M. You could even do Messiah Complex, which happens right after the House of M. You could do Utopia, aka Nation X. Shoot, you could even do House of X, Powers of X. You could do X of Swords. You could do Inferno. And shoot, bring in Jonathan Hickman so he can give you his finished X-Men story, and we can just get that finished X-Men story in freaking live action. These are just ideas, bro. Like you can mix both. You can do really cool events and still have a grounded level story with whoever. So I think you need both to be successful with the X-Men. I think they're both right to an extent.